Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. Today I'm answering questions about OCD recovery. These are questions that you asked below my video. So the first question is, my question is, can OCD make you feel like you really want something in your heart? This is connected to religious OCD. And then afterwards I feel guilty, like, no, I don't want that. But at the moment I felt almost rebellious and I say that I wanted it. Is this a spiritual problem or OCD related? Okay, so this is classic religious OCD. You have to understand that OCD right now controls your feelings. So because it controls your feelings, it might feel like, there's a problem with your religion or your faith, and, there's a problem of how you feel and all of this kind of stuff. This is just OCD. You have to view it as part of OCD, even though it gives you all of these what ifs and blah, blah, blah. That's all it is. It's just blah, blah, blah. You're walking down the center of the corridor, things here, but what if, Don't listen to it. The more you listen, the more you try to figure it out, the worse this is going to get. Don't allow yourself to get into it. Just view it as, okay, there's my religious OCD again. You don't have to take it seriously. You don't have to pay attention to it. When I expose to trigger and try to refocus on the present without any kind of judgment, I find the situation which I am in is like an urge, the OCD, to prove it's true. Like OCD says to me, see what you're afraid of is real and give me evidence from the situation which I'm in to prove itself. In this specific moment, I lose focus. You have to just look at it as this is just what OCD is telling me. Don't take it seriously. I find that people really start to progress in recovery fast when they stop actively listening to what OCD is saying to them. You have to just view it as noise. It's just blah, blah, blah. OCD is telling me things. Again, OCD is telling me things. You have to view it that way. It doesn't matter how it's making you feel because your feelings right now are controlled by OCD. So any kind of feelings that you're getting, it's just because you have OCD. It's a symptom. It doesn't mean anything. You have to react to it as it's OCD. Because the more you try to pay attention to it, to try to solve it, the more you're showing your brain that you are afraid that this is important, and the more thoughts it's going to send you. You have to choose to let go. The anxiety when you let go is still going to be there, but you have to make that choice. And then after a while, the anxiety goes away as well. Another thing, when OCD came, it appears with specific bad feelings. Sometimes I feel these feelings without ideas, but it remembers my OCD. It really hurts. What is this emotions and why it appears like I am in OCD but without content, and how to handle it? You handle it the same way. Feelings are right now controlled by OCD, so how you feel, it's painful, but in terms of actual validity, in terms of fear, it doesn't matter. It's just a symptom. So you have to say, you handle it without emotion. Try to, as much as possible, refocus away from this. So I'm not focusing on the feelings. I'm not focusing on OCD. I'm not focusing on the thoughts. I'm just letting it all be, and I'm focusing on something that has to do with my actual real life. Next question is, hi, is it normal that once you feel calm and figure out it's just OCD, for your mind to throw another bad thought from your theme at you and make you feel like you need or have the urge to think of what you have what you don't like in your theme? Yeah, so the mind is going to say, to try to throw something at you, what if this, right? Then you're like, no, I'm not getting into it. Okay, not that, but what if this? Oh, no, not dealing with it. Oh, what about this? No, not dealing with this. So it's kind of like a game, right? Where your mind is going to try to get you, and you have to make sure you don't fall for it. It's all the same thing. It's all the same theme, or it could be cycling between a few different themes as well. But it's all part of the same thing. So don't buy into it. So, and it can be with any type of theme. Next question is, hi Ali, I have another question. On this video you say you would be it would be the furthest person to, okay. On this video you say you would be the furthest person to actually do the thing OCD is telling you. But in my case, my OCD is blasphemous thoughts, and I've said it on purpose, not for ERP, but like I feel like I meant to. Basically the person is what you're doing really is you're asking for reassurance. So you're trying to figure it out. This is religious OCD. How you said, how you thought, what you thought. Don't dig into it. This is just OCD. You have to choose to leave it. Right now, see, when you're asking these types of questions, you're asking from a position of fear. Like, I want to make sure I'm safe. I want to make sure I didn't do anything against God. And that's what actually keeps these thoughts coming back, because you're saying to the mind that this is very dangerous. And your mind's like, oh, okay, if it's dangerous, I'm going to send you more of the same thoughts. And that's why you're getting the same thoughts over and over and over again. It works the same way with any type of OCD, including religious OCD. So you have to choose disregard. How you said what you said, how you said what you thought doesn't matter. It's OCD. I'm choosing to step over the anxiety. So again, walking down the center of the corridor doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Choosing to move on. You'll see as you keep going that these thoughts go away. It's just right now you can't allow yourself to dig into it, because that's fear. That's what keeps the situation going. Next question is triggers that have a connection with shapes and colors and what to do about it. For those kinds of things, I would say, and this is called magical OCD, right? So for those types of things where a person thinks something bad is going to happen, or if you wear a certain color, or it will have some sort of an effect on you or something like that. You want to do that on purpose. So wear a certain color on purpose. If you're afraid of shapes, draw a shape on a piece of paper, put it in your pocket. Afraid of numbers, write a number down, put it in your pocket. So you're doing exposure and response prevention. Exposing yourself to what you're afraid of, preventing the response of fear. Do it over and over and over again until your mind says, okay, well, if you're not reacting and there's no danger, I'm just going to move on. But at first, it's going to be very anxiety-provoking, very difficult. As you keep doing it, it gets easier. That's all the questions for this video. If you haven't replied in this video, I will reply in the next one. Please subscribe. If you would like to do the recovery program, the information is on youhaveocd.com. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.